Hey guys, it's the Nappy Life here. Today I want to talk about finger detangling, my experience with it, and why I'm going back to a comb. So I've been natural for about 5 years and a couple months now, and during that time I've probably finger detangled on and off. Um, what made me interested in finger detangling was watching YouTube videos and seeing naturals with like the really long hair who swear by finger detangling. So a couple of years ago I gave it a try and it worked really well for me. Um, During that time though, I noticed that I was washing my hair a lot more often, maybe like once weekly or every other week. So finger detangling worked great for me. And then once I started doing long-term protective styles like mini twist or braids like these, then I noticed that finger tangling wasn't working. So, and just recently, while installing these Kinky twists, I had a lot of issues with parting my hair. I spent a lot of time parting my hair. I had a lot of knots, a lot of tangles, especially at the roots. So it made me reevaluate my hair regimen, and I decided to go back to combs, well, finger detangle and use combs. And the reason being is I noticed during the time that I would finger detangle that when I first started finger detangling, during that time I was washing my hair more often, like once a week or every 2 weeks. So every time I would wash my hair, I would detangle. So I didn't hold on to a lot of shed hairs for very long. I would do that for a couple months, and then once I started with the long-term protective styles, and of course I wasn't washing my hair so often, probably like every month or maybe every 6 weeks, and I started noticing that I had a lot of knots, a lot of tangles that was kind of hard to get through even with a detangler. And so I would stop finger tangling and go back to the combs. More recently though, I started finger detangling again, solely finger detangling in January. So I've been solely finger detangling now, June, July, August, September, for about 8 months. And when I started, I was washing my hair more often. I wasn't doing like back-to-back long-term protective styles. I would do a protective style for about a month, take it out, wash my hair, detangle of course, and then put in like 2 strands twist to let my hair rest for a little bit. But recently, I want to say starting in July, um, towards the end of July, I noticed that when I was detangling, it would take a whole lot longer, and I couldn't really figure out why. And then I just thought maybe it's the way I'm detangling my hair, because I'm noticing that it's taking a longer time. I have a lot more knots and a lot more tangles. So I just came to the conclusion that it would probably be best for me to go back to using tools, because finger detangling, it's not getting out all the shed hairs for me. So I like to detangle my hair before I wash my hair to get rid of all the shed hairs so that I'm not getting a lot of tangles when I wash my hair. But that's not happening. I'm not getting rid of all the shed hairs by finger detangling, because I have so much of it because I don't wash my hair as often. When I have, or I don't detangle my hair as often. When I have in braids or long-term protective styles, I do wash my hair in the braids, but it's not loose to where I can detangle. So I have a lot of buildup of shed hairs after about a month or two of wearing long-term protective styles. And I think finger detangling alone does not work well for a situation like that. I think if you're an individual that washes your hair a lot more often, like once a week, maybe twice a week, or every 2 weeks, if you're constantly detangling, getting rid of shed hairs, then I think finger detangling would work best for you. But I think for me, doing these protective styles and waiting so long to detangle my hair, it's not really working out. So I think I'm just going to go back to using combs, finger tangle, of course, after I take the braids out, get rid of the shed hairs, but go in with like a detangler with a comb and just comb out my hair to make sure that there's no knots or any tangles. But of course, be very gentle and be very careful. For me, detangling tools that work best are white tooth comb. I've tried the Denman, didn't have such a good experience with that. Tried a tangle teaser, didn't have a good experience with that at all. The Denman yucked out my hair from the roots. It left me with like bald spots, like I had like traction alopecia or something. So I started using Denman. Then I tried a tangle teaser because of rave reviews on YouTube. You know, rave reviews on YouTube about tangle teaser. Tried it and it completely ripped up my hair. I had splits going all the way up my hair and on the ends. So no to the tangle teaser. For me, the wide tooth comb works best. So I say all that to say that I think finger detangling is a good way to get rid of shed hair and still maintain your length, but there's a proper way to do it. And a lot of people swear by finger detangling. They swear by it. They swear they only finger detangle, and you see their videos and they're styling their hair and they can just run their hands through their hair or whatever the case may be, but then you try it and it's like, okay, this isn't working for me. But I think you have to look at someone's whole regimen, like how often are they detangling, how often are they washing, are they going a long time without combing through their hair or finger tangling, whatever the case may be, or try it for yourself to make sure that it works for you. But in my experience, I find that finger detangling works best if you are someone who's getting rid of shed hairs or detangling your hair often, like once a week or every 2 weeks. If you're someone who goes a long time without washing your hair or detangling your hair because you're wearing braids or weave or wigs or whatever protective style you're wearing, so if you're constantly going up to a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks without washing your hair, without the braids in it, you know, without detangling, then I don't think that, well, in my experience, I don't think that's, I don't think finger detangling would work best for that situation. I feel like no matter how long I sit here and I pull my hair apart and I get rid of the shed hairs and I'm going through with my fingers, no matter how long I sit here and how patient I am, it's never fully detangled. Like I always have some type of knots or tangles at the root especially, but I find that when I use a wide tooth comb, then I don't really have that issue. So that's why I'm going back to using a comb for right now. If my regimen changes where I'm wearing my hair out more often and I don't have a lot of knots and I don't have a lot of tangles, and I'm washing more frequently or detangling more frequently, if my regimen changes, then I might revisit finger detangling, but for me it's not really working out. So I'm gonna go ahead and try something different. So after I remove these braids, I'll probably do like and I do it for a couple of times with the comb, and I'll probably do like an updated detangling video. But I just wanted to come on here and share my experience with finger detangling. Let me know in the comment section if you finger detangle or if you used to, what your experience has been. If you stop finger detangling, let me know why. Or if you never bothered to try it, let me know why. Because I don't know, like a lot of people swear by finger detangling, like swear by it, but I've tried it so many times that it's like, okay, this isn't working for me. And that's why you can't really rely solely on YouTube videos. You kind of have to do a trial and error with your own hair and find out what works for you and what doesn't, because no matter how many times I try finger detangling, it never really works out for me. So I think that I'm done with it as a way to just detangle my hair. I'll use it in conjunction with using a comb, but I'm done with it as my only way of detangling. So that's all I wanted to come on here and say. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for all your support. I'll do my next video. I'm going to show you guys how I've been taking care of my hair while it's in kinky twists. It's growing out a lot and I've only had it in for about 2.5 weeks. I can barely see my roots anymore. But if you want to see how I did this style, I'll put a link in the video somewhere so you guys can watch how I install this. I'm really enjoying it. It's lightweight, not heavy at all. I really like it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.